Greetings, listeners. I'm your host this evening, Zach Barrett, and welcome to this Twisted Gear Studios production. You're about to listen to The Call, our Call of Cthulhu actual playcast GM'd by Derek Snow. Before we begin, if you're a fan and looking to support us, on our page you'll see a button to Ko-fi, a service where if you're interested, you can tip us a couple of dollars here and there. Each tip goes to buying a coffee for my late night editing sessions, which I can tell you is much appreciated. Who knows, maybe in the future if there's enough support, we'll start adding features to the show, like video, effects, and weekly releases maybe. You never know.
The previous report from our investigators. A storm has begun in Boston. Agatha and Marion are racing to an explosion that has occurred where they last left Emos at his apartment. People are having what seems to be an adverse reaction to the storm, going mad and attacking each other. Althea continues deeper into the basement, alone on the mansion on the hill, being grasped by the walls themselves before being rescued by Skeet.
Okay, so I am going to move over to Althea, because at this moment we need to take care of something. As the light from the lantern in Skeet's hand shines up against the goo and it recedes from you.
Okay.
What are you doing down here?
I'm probably considering that I was struggling and having a panic attack and freaking out in the pitch black darkness, and he may have actually just saved my life or what might have been my unlife. I'm probably going to hug Skeet. Like throw myself out of it, hug him in a very uncharacteristic fashion.
Yeah, he seems very awkward by this. He has this very, his hands are by his side, he's holding the lantern, and you're hugging him, and he's like, oh, this is what affection is. No, I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry. No, it just seems he's not very used to being hugged. He actually doesn't know what's happening.
Althea's version of hugging someone is letting them build a treehouse in her yard.
Yeah, but he's from a different world, if you will. He's
okay.
You're not sure about his history.
So now that there's someone else here with me.
Yeah. But he's not done.
Okay.
So as you hug him, he's like, "Oh, miss, this is I'm not sure which accent he's gonna have. I'm just giving everyone a warning, but I'm not sure, miss, what you're doing. But we need to vamoose out of here. We need to get on out of here. We need to get on out."
Okay. So I'll let go of Skeet, and then with my lantern still in my hand.
Yeah,
I probably would have dropped it, actually, I imagine.
Yeah, you notice it on the ground.
Okay.
It's out.
I'm going to pick it up and see if I can relight it. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to say, Skeet, how did you know I was down here?
And he sort of looks at you. I give you one guess, miss?
You followed me?
His name is Simon?
Simon.
Why do you say it like that? Something's going on with Emos. And Simon could feel it. Honestly, miss, this has something to do with how,
I know.
The prison walls are coming down or something?
Okay. I have a feeling I know what he means. So Simon knew I was down here. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Simon's the one who sent me on down here.
All right.
My accents are all over the place, and I'm sorry about it. It's true.
Althea's going to regather her composure, her aristocratic composure, and say, "Did my lantern relight?"
No.
Okay.
It just seems to not want to.
I'll keep it in my hand, carry it because it's perfectly good. I'll see if I can.
And he's like, and when he told me sort of where to come, but I just knew where you were. It was really weird. And then you get a feeling, and you look over on your shoulder, and Montgomery is there, and his arms are crossed, and he has a disapproving look on his face.
Of course he does.
And he just looks you in the eye and goes, "You're welcome, fool."
I'm just gonna
You
look.
see Skeet nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to me, everyone should see Montgomery, so this might not be odd. But I look at him and say, no, if it wasn't for the fact that I'd probably be dead right now, if not for that, I would say that you would have been very useful 20 minutes ago. Before! And I'll just regain my composure again. It's like, and I'll say, okay, Skeet, lead the way out.
And Skeet starts slightly jogging.
That's fine. I'm okay with jogging.
You jog for a couple of minutes, a lot longer than it seemed for you to get to the point you were at.
Okay.
And you just seem to take turns here and there, but Skeet seems to know exactly where he's going.
Are you sure we're going the right? I don't remember taking
Yes,
this
ma'am.
many.
Yes, ma'am. Keep up.
Okay.
As you get back to the grated door, the gate.
Okay.
Grated
And
gate.
I'll just kind of like, when we kind of like pause there or whatever. Like
He's not pausing.
Okay. I'll just kind of like look back over my shoulder, like, I only turned once.
Montgomery's still there. And he's sort of just still, arms crossed, sitting down, disgruntled look on his rat face, I guess.
His rat face.
He's a rat and he has a face.
As opposed to the
And
other
he's just
faces
sort of
that
looking at
rats
you and
have.
he's like, tut tut. And he's like moving his head, like motioning you to just continue.
Okay, yes, and I'm continuing because goo. Goo in the dark.
Goo in the dark.
Goo in the
gross.
dark.
God.
That's gross.
Instead of... Actually, no, that's copyright. I won't say that. I was gonna
As you, as he goes through the gate and he's still jogging. Now the lights are still on, from the switch here, and he's running along down the ramp out through the door that's going to go up through the seats, which are going to take you to the room, to the spiral stone staircase heading up. And as he's walking along, he's like, and Skeet says, and miss, you better not be planning to put on a play here. You better not be planning on it. And you better not cast me in it.
Okay.
And he's still running.
At that point, I'm going to stop running
He's still running.
and say, Skeet,
He's still running.
stop.
And he comes to a stop. And he's like, we don't have time for this, miss.
How did
We
you know?
don't-
How did you know?
We don't have time. And you've never seen him like this. He seems really stern, and he's looking at you, and he's like, we don't have time for this.
I will...
And his voice completely changes. We don't have time for this. Let's go. And he starts running again.
All right, well, my options right now are to be left behind or keep going, so I will keep going.
Yeah. As you hit the stairs, spiral all the way up. I know this seems like it's going a little bit
Man,
fast.
This is a lot more stamina than I would have in real life.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I don't know, when you're scared.
You could probably run
When
fast
the
here.
adrenaline's pumping.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
As you run on up the spiral staircase and you get up into the study, and Simon is standing there. He seems to have the pants on you gave him.
Yeah.
He seems
good.
to have
That's
a
good.
pair of two mismatched boots on, like
Okay.
one left, one right, but from a different set of boots.
Okay.
And he just has a bomber jacket on, but no shirt on underneath.
I get that. Makes sense.
And Simon sort of looks at you and is like, yeah, we gotta go. Now.
Okay.
No time for your questions.
Okay. Just once we find out what's going on with Amos and that's taken care of, I have so many questions and you do not get to go anywhere or do anything until they are answered.
How quaint, you think we'll live through this? And he turns around and him and Skeet both start running.
You are so lucky I haven't thrown you out of my house! And I'll just
Yo, you
run after
almost
them.
hear Simon giggling.
What a shit! What a shit!
As you
Okay.
run
Yeah,
it.
we'll go to
It seems very hectic.
we'll go to
like
like
it's something
the
serious.
to like the car hold.
Well, as you come out through the main entrance, there's another, because you have multiple Packer
Yeah,
Twin
that's
Sixes.
They're
and
all
Skeet,
Packer Twin Sixes.
Of Elite.
So Skeet runs around and hops in the driver's seat,
That's fine.
and Simon runs and he sort of opens up the
Yes.
back seats
Yeah.
and sort of slides in the back seat, and he's just like, "Gah! Gah! And he's like waving you to get into the vehicle.
And I'll get into the vehicle, and then once we're in the vehicle and I close the door, I look at Skeet as he's, I'm assuming, starting the car and stuff, and saying, Skeet, is this another one of your special Packards?
They're all special, man.
Oh my god, I love this guy. I'm so glad we took him in.
All right, fine, let's go.
And he floors it.
Armor plating cars? Yeah, you bet I'm excited that we could have this.
Worried about Skeet.
Saved our lives. He just saved Althea. He may be weird and crazy, but you know what? NPC pets. They're the best.
He may be
Oh my.
he may be the second best employee I've ever had.
That's fair.
Where's Cadbury?
The first best.
Well, he was, yeah, but
He's in the house somewhere. He's on the ground.
You didn't see him.
He's probably sleeping because he never actually gets to finish
Well,
sleeping.
Father O'Malley's still in there too, but he's been unconscious.
Anytime I've told Cadbury to go and get some rest, I immediately go and wake him up 45 minutes later.
It's true, actually.
So I didn't eat nothing just to see your beautiful face. Just, what?
Okay.
Creepy much?
Okay.
Yeah, so he floors it and takes off. I mean, you might be able to get there in 25 to 30 minutes. Oh, no. It'll cut the time down. He is speeding. You notice that it's not really raining or anything at the house on the hill, the mansion on the hill. But as you get down into Boston itself, there seems to be heavy rain. Like it's almost like you drive across a threshold.
Okay.
And you can hear the clap of thunder. And this rain coming down. Simon's sort of, he's in the back seat, but he's got one arm on either wrist, and he's sort of got his head there, and he's just like, he just seems very focused, but he looks weird, because he's not wearing a shirt. He's just wearing a bomber's jacket, pants, and mismatched boots. All right?
I like this guy.
Yeah.
Hey, we're probably lucky he put clothes on to go out.
Strange, but that's just the way it works. Yeah. And he seems, Skeet once again seems to be driving like he knows where he's going. It's like Simon isn't giving him directions. He's just, Skeet's driving. Is there anything you want to sort of mention to Skeet as he's going along?
No, because I don't feel it'll get me anywhere at the moment. Yeah, I'm just kind of, looking out through the window, passenger window and stuff, and see if I know where we're going. Last place I knew Amos, he said he was going to his apartment.
You'd never been there.
Yeah, I've never been there, and I can't quite remember if you gave me the address before.
No, I never did.
No, so
Because I just assumed I was going on my own.
yeah.
But you remember, Skeet did say there's something going on. Simon
with
had said
Amos,
something.
so, and I do know Simon has some kind of link with Amos, so I would just assume that he and Skeet know where they need to go.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'll just
as it goes
wait.
along. As you're driving quite fast, as you start getting even a bit further into town, into one of the areas that might be a little bit busier, you do notice like groups of people, like there's street fights, like there's people fighting in the streets. There seems to be people like just everyone's in like a panic mode, freaking out.
And
You see multiple people, and Skeet is just oblivious to it as he's like weaving in around people. He's not slowing down.
I guess his drive auto skill's better than mine.
Yeah, so Skeet's got a pretty good drive auto skill. I mean, yeah, he's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of, how you can lean up against the window, like, you see your face through the glass and stuff, and go, what? Because I know Boston really well. It's like, it's my family home for, like, forever. So I'm kind of like, what is going on?
And Simon speaks up and says, "Yeah, this is really only gonna get worse if we don't get there faster." And somehow, even though the pedal is to the metal, Skeet reaches underneath and pulls a lever. You're not really sure, and the car starts going faster.
Okay, Batman.
This man is a legend and a god.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Now, at this point, I'm going to move on to Agatha and Marion, who are driving toward that location as well. And you're seeing similar things in the streets. There seems to be something crazy going on with people. I need you both to make a spot hidden roll.
Ooh.
I have a 5% out of 66.
You already...
I already have a ticket there, yeah.
44 out of 43.
Oh! Just missed. It's fine.
I like how we get disappointed when spotted.
Oh, I mean, that's a fair point. Spot hidden. Good
Yay!
for you. Good
I already
for
have a
you.
ticket in it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Marion is driving, though, so it's a
Yeah,
fair
I'm-
point.
I'm
why
watching
she
the
wouldn't
road.
Notice. But Agatha, you notice coming from the street further back from you, there's a vehicle, and it is flying. Like every bump it hits, it's like it's coming off the ground, and you're not sure. But it's like the suspension takes it. Now it's not really built like you've never seen it before, but it's like it. Whatever's going on, and the vehicle comes up side by side as it's flying by you, Marion and Agatha. It's flying by you, and you look over and you just see Skeet driving, and Althea, her face pressed against the
Passenger window on the
passenger window, looking out. And now, Althea, you do notice this as well, and Simon's in with them as well, and they're just flying. You notice them as well.
What the fuck? I speed up to so they don't get too far ahead of us.
Yeah,
Good luck with
and
that.
you're both heading. And now I'm slowly bringing everyone back together from this fuckery,
That's fair.
from this split partery.
Yep.
Question is, did we learn our lesson?
No, we haven't learned our lesson yet. Every single time we split, bad shit happens. We're like, we should never do that again. One split? Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Emos.
Oh, God. Which means that there's still an Emos to go back to.
Yes, that's you're dead. Now I'm going back to.
Okay, there we go.
No, I'm gonna go to Emos as you feel like you're just waking up from a stupor, like you're just sort of waking up, but you feel like you're being moved. As you sort of gain your bearings, you look like it seems to you like you're in a car, but like there's no roof. As you're just looking, but there used to be. You fell through a car.
Oh.
Who knows where the gear shifted?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You feel sore, but overall, you don't feel dead.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the not dead.
But the situation is, as you sort of feel like you're being moved, and you sort of open your eyes and look up, and you can see two robed figures, and one's on one side of you with your arm under your arm and your shoulder, and hand on your back, and the other one's the same, and they're trying to pull you out of the vehicle.
I'm going to instinctively and immediately do. Have I lost any HP from this? Should I know?
I won't get into that
Okay,
at
fair
the
enough.
moment.
All right. I just instinctively, as soon as I start acknowledging that there's a rogue figure, two of them pulling at me, I'm just going to pull any and all limbs and actually resist any. If they already have a hold of me, I'm going to try and resist.
Okay.
So what do I have to roll for? Strength?
So they're sort of grappling you, so it's sort of like a brawl.
Brawl check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Where is my brawl? Oh my god, it's been so long.
It's the second fighting.
The fighting
Oh,
brawl.
fighting
It's under
brawl.
F.
Okay, it's under F. That's why. That is a 94. That's a no.
Okay, so
It's not a 95.
I mean,
so it's not a critical
it's-
fail.
it's-
It's just almost a
I
critical
mean,
fail.
it's totally fair. You did just
Alright.
Also through a car.
through,
That's supposed to make sense.
3 stories into
Yeah.
a car.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you are alive.
you
Me too.
you try to struggle
same car.
a little, but they seem to like pull you out of the vehicle. So you're sort of just they pull you to the ground, if you will, because they're pulling you along because you haven't gained your footing yet.
Yeah.
I'd like you to roll a dexterity check.
Is that what I can do? Oh, no, I can't do that. A 55 out of 45. No.
Yeah, you can't seem to get your footing. Your legs feel a little bit like rubber.
That makes sense.
You do notice that it's raining hard now because it's like stuff is starting to come properly back to you, but you can feel water hitting your face and stuff. And as you get a better look, under the robes, the two, I'm not going to say gentlemen, but the two guys holding you are looking at you with this feverish, insane look in their eyes. And they are wearing robes similar to robes you've seen people wear before.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to roll a spot hidden.
Oh, God. God, why is my spot hidden so high? It's a 21 out of 59.
Put a tick next to spot
No.
hidden. If you don't.
Nah, there isn't.
They seem to be dragging you toward a car.
Is it a white Studebaker?
It's not a white Studebaker.
Okay, perfect.
It's just a regular, run-of-the-mill sedan type of car.
Okay. They're dragging me? Like one's got my arms, one's got my legs?
No, they're on either side of you with just your arms. So your legs are sort of dragging along the ground.
I see.
You were
I
trying
see,
to get
I
your
see.
footing,
Okay.
and they're sort of dragging you. You notice that there is a driver in the car as well that seems to have a robe.
Yeah, of course. And
you also notice that there are people, like, fighting around you.
I'm not going to worry too much about that at this particular moment. What is immediately around us / between me and the car that they're dragging me to?
Debris. Like, there's debris from what looks to be an explosion as you look at your apartment building, and it's burning down.
Sons of bitches. So I'm going to try, I guess this would be fighting brawl again, but I would like to try and kind of body check the one, or swing myself, just throw the other one guy into the building and try and break free. Now that I'm a little bit more conscious.
Sure.
Nope, that's a 61 out of 43.
Slightly
Closer,
better.
though.
I'm getting better. I'm waking up. Okay, you little...
So even though you don't break free, even with what you rolled and then what they rolled,
Yeah.
they don't. You struggle enough that they don't move you any closer to the vehicle, even though you don't break free. You're struggling enough that
Yeah.
they're
Can I
sort of-
feel that my gun's under my arm?
Yeah, because you didn't pull it out, so for it to be, you know what I mean, like you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's still okay. So they basically they haven't disarmed.
No.
Okay. I mean, I guess at this point it's just fighting brawl until either they get me in the car or I break free.
You could reach in and grab your gun.
While they got my arms.
Yeah, you'd have. Yeah, that's true. You'd have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my arms free first. So do I just keep rolling until one of
No,
us
because
wins?
something's going to happen.
Okay.
So at this moment, I am going to require Althea, Marion, and Agatha to both roll luck checks. And I need two of you to succeed.
Oh no.
Well, that's not a success.
17 out of 62.
That's a success.
3 out of 50.
Oh!
92 out of 75.
Agatha still.
Get here, Lindsay.
Agatha is still.
Thanks
slows
for
you
thanks for
down.
nothing.
No, I just wanted to do that because you sort of, even though you're in different vehicles, you're sort of like a group.
Yep.
So you pull up onto the street in front of Amos's apartment, and you see Amos struggling with two robed figures that seem to be dragging him toward a car that's around 30 feet away from him down the road. You also see a lot of people fighting in the streets. There's debris around. The building is burning down around them.
What order are we going in?
We are going to go. Dun, da, da, da. As you're pulling up, and Marion, you're driving, we'll start off with you.
I see this immediately as I pull up.
Yeah, you pull up, you're around 50 feet away.
Okay, I stop the car. How close can I get in the car?
There's a lot of debris in the ground, so around 50 feet.
Oh.
Like that, you drive as far as you can.
So I stop the car.
Unless if you want to get closer, it's a drive auto check
That makes sense.
to risk hitting people or hit debris or something like that. But it's a drive auto check.
No, I'm not comfortable behind the wheel of a car, so that's not what I would do.
Okay.
Or Marion is not comfortable behind the wheel of a car, so no, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna grab my satchel, and I'm going to run at the guys in the robed, at the robed guys,
Okay, so you.
with the intention of hitting them with my satchel.
so with the distance, I'm going to say for this turn, you stop, you hop out, and you start running toward them.
Yep.
And you be by there by the end of the round. But then we're going to move on to Althea as Skeet pulls up
Okay.
in the vehicle as well, and you see the same thing.
I'm going to say Skeet. What are the chances that you put some kind of gun in this special Packard?
Right? He just reaches over and just opens up the glove compartment.
Yes.
And there's a sawed-off shotgun.
Sweet. Actually, my skill with shotgun is 5% higher than my one with handguns. Yes! Although.
You need, and he looks at you and he's like, "Need to be close, miss."
Okay. So. I'm gonna say, Skeet, get me close enough and turn me. I'm gonna start putting my window down. I said, turn. I know I'm not a very good shot, so I'm not gonna try shooting people holding Amos. And I can now see Marion running towards them, so I'm going to try shooting at the vehicle that they seem to be dragging me to.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because if I hit any part of that car, it's fine.
So what Skeet heard in
Get
all
me
of
close.
that was, "Get me closer," which is going to prompt a drive auto roll
From Skeet.
for Skeet.
The man's a legend. We'll be fine. Why did I say that?
Yeah.
See, I don't care in
My
this
dice
moment if
trays
he hits
wouldn't end
anybody
up, it's
besides.
Skeet weaves in and out of
See,
the
told
debris
you. Told you.
and sort of speeds up and slams on the brakes and sort of slides the car so that as your window's down, it's sort of
Yep.
facing around 10 feet away
Oh my God, I
from
wanna
the other
marry him.
vehicle as it's sliding. Did you want to take the
Yes,
shot?
I'm going to take a shot at the vehicle.
Okay.
I can see Marion. I can see Amos. Do I see the car with Agatha in it? Do I see Agatha in the car?
Yeah, you guys
Okay,
pulled up together.
so I see the people who would be most important for me not to shoot. So I'm going to take a shot at the vehicle.
Yeah, well, you're 10 feet away from that vehicle, so
Okay.
you're not around everyone else because they were 30 feet away, like Skeet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to take a shot at it because aiming wouldn't go any better.
Perfect.
Okay.
Basically, there's no chance that she'll hit any
So
of us.
this is firearms, rifle, shotgun.
That's
Yes?
100%.
It's shotgun.
Okay.
Which we know can happen.
5% out of 25%.
That's an extreme success.
Oh my god!
Yay!
I need you
I love this movie.
Too bad I didn't get this roll when I threw that machete.
Let's not talk about the machete.
You can put a tick next to shotgun.
That's awesome.
Please do.
I need you, though.
Oh, I love the way this looks right now.
This is amazing. You badasses.
I need you to roll. Ooh. 4d6 for me, please.
Ooh. Okay. I need to borrow 1d6.
It just. Great. Amazing.
So that is 6 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 15, 19 total damage.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing.
It's not even factoring into critical, really, and
this
somewhat.
one.
Yeah, so you were aiming at the car, but what your hand did was aim at the windshield in front of the driver.
Yes. I'm okay with that.
As he swings it around, so you're only like 5 to 10 feet away, almost sliding closer and closer. As you shoot, and just the windshield from that area just shatters. Weirdly, but it breaks in. You know what I mean? Like it's still connected somewhat, but it breaks on through. And you just see a spray of blood. And then you don't really see a driver.
So question, do I recognize these robes?
Yeah, you were strapped to an altar.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured.
But that's gonna be Althea.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
As we go to Agatha, and this all happens simultaneously to a point. You see Marion running toward Amos with the two cultish guys, and you see Skeet not even slow down as he just speeds, weaves in around, almost hits a couple of people, goes side on. But you can't see what happens, but you hear the sound of a shot going off from that vehicle. What would you like to do?
Is it clear which one Marion is going after on which side?
No, because they're so close. Now she's running toward it. Like, you mean the cultists?
Yeah.
They're literally side by side with Amos sort of in the middle. So it's hard to gauge.
She'd be going to tackle me. Who knows?
I was actually going to shoot my Lee Enfield from the car.
You
and
can.
hit Maria Cullis.
You can try it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, I would like it to be noted that the last time that one of my friends tried this, it was a machete and it was my chest.
Oh my god,
Yep,
it's a 95.
and that's exactly that. You sons of bitches.
I was
Okay,
about to-
wait,
well, I want to burn.
No, wait. Let me just double check the malfunction rate of a Lee Enfield.
On the plus side.
There is no plus side. What are you talking about?
You fell, you blew out of a third-story window.
And my
hit
friend
a
will be
car,
the one to off me.
And
So the
maybe.
Lee Enfield's malfunction rate actually is 100%. So you
that's good.
still rolled bad enough. I am going to require a luck roll from Emos.
You said you were going to burn luck? You burning luck?
I was gonna burn luck. I was gonna burn 5 luck.
Wow.
To get it down to 90. Is that
It's
going?
you didn't malfunction.
Oh, okay.
Even at a 90, I'm
Yeah.
going to call for a luck.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So,
I'm not saying it's a luck roll to get shot or not.
Okay. 38 out of 45.
We're,
I never
rescu-
thought that I feel it's being the safety.
we're
Holy fuck.
rescuing you.
Yeah, my ass.
So there's
No, Althea was successful.
That's why I like her right now. You're okay.
But there was a Amos, you noticed that there was a shot coming from a vehicle as you noticed Marion running from the same vehicle
I'm surrounded by
towards you.
cultists. I get it.
But you hear a shot and it seems like a familiar sound, like you've heard a Lee Enfield go off before. You can feel it go by you. But it doesn't hit a
Motherfuckers.
cultist. But you feel it go by. Right? As the cultists drop you,
Good.
and they seem to be pulling out guns.
Yep.
You start pulling out guns. As we actually go to Amos's turn.
Perfect. I grab the one that was to my left. I pull up my gun. I put it right against their chest, and I let go 3 shots.
Okay. So you pretty much, as they drop you,
Yes.
you reach up and grab them.
Yeah. I want to get up. As I get up, pull the gun, and
Yeah.
then just right to the chest, barrel
Okay.
against, and just. Pull
It
three
is a
times.
brawl because you are grappling to hold them in place.
Oh, okay. So do I have to choose brawl or?
I'll allow you to
Firefighting?
grab him, but you'll only lose 1 shot.
Okay, that's fair. That's
But it's an opposed brawl, and you can still get your shots off. It just might be.
Yeah,
Point.
Amos is going to be a little deranged for the next couple minutes, just so that everyone's
Sure.
aware.
That's fair.
Okay.
Sure.
So fighting brawl first.
Yes, it's opposed.
65 out of 43.
He fails as well, but it doesn't. You don't grab him, so he sort of skirts to the side as you try to grab him, but you still. It will require you to roll, but you get the roll from this close range with a bonus die,
Oh, I'll take that.
which makes sense. Now the difference is if you would have been able to grab him and hold it to his chest, it would have pretty much just been auto hits.
Yeah, that's
you know?
kind of what
But
I was
I would have
thinking.
still had you to roll in case it malfunctioned, because that would be the time to click,
Yeah.
misfire.
Yeah, no, I've already passed that point. He's just getting angry at this point. Okay, so with a bonus die, that's firearms handgun. That is a 57 out of 77.
Yes. So you did hit. Did you want to roll the second shot? Because I'm assuming you're not
Yep.
slowing down.
Nope, and I only got the 2 shots, correct?
Yeah,
Because
this
the grapple.
Yeah.
That is a 3%.
So that's a critical. So
Yeah.
first we're going to do the regular shot. Just roll for damage.
With my little Colts, it is a D10 plus 2. So the first one is 10 damage total.
And then I would like you to roll 2d10 plus 4.
That's 9 plus 5 plus 4. So 18.
Okay. So what happens is as you try to grab him, he sort of skirts out of the way. You shoot him in the stomach
Yep.
with the first shot, and he seems to double over in pain, and he's just like looking at you, and he's about to scream. Then you just put your gun in his mouth and you blow his brains out.
That sounds about right.
That's 28 damage,
and
people.
I
This
scream.
is
As I'm doing it, I'm like, you motherfuckers! And I just go and I just start going ham in it.
Then it's their go. It's his go, and he starts running.
That's fair.
He
He's
starts
not going to
running.
get far.
Just starts running. And Marion, you just reach at this point. You just getting there as you see him kill one, and the other one starts running.
How close am I to the one who started running? Is there still like a
What's your
distance?
movement?
That's about an 8, isn't it?
It's on the right
Yeah,
hand.
8.
8? So yeah, so you are actually faster than him, so you can catch, as he just took off, you can catch him and have an act, like, do something.
I'm gonna tackle him.
Okay, fighting brawl. I know he seems to be using fighting brawl a lot, but it encompasses
That's
a
what
lot
we're
of
doing.
different.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, 93
Ooh,
out of 25.
93 out of 25.
90s.
Okay. So you try to tackle him, but he seems to just dodge sort of out of the way, and you trip up a little.
Yeah.
So you just sort of you fall down a bit, but you can get up and keep chasing after him if you'd like.
No, I'm not going to.
But he's taking off.
If I... Do I keep going, or is it someone else's turn?
Well, that was you
Yeah,
catching
okay.
up to him and trying to tackle him.
Yeah. So.
As we move to Althea, who you can see a guy running away. He's a fair distance away. And now Skeet's faced the other way because he spun.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was thinking that it would be useful for us to have him alive, but he's that far away. Skeet? Think you can catch him?
I'll try, man. So he just turns and starts trying. That'll be the turn. But we go to Agatha. There's a guy running, but
Do
he's
I have-
away from everyone else because there's a distance.
Is he within 110 yards?
Yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to shoot
330
him.
feet. Give or
I'm
take.
going to shoot him, but I'm not going to shoot him intent to kill. I'm going to shoot intent to maim. So, like in the leg.
If you're not shooting to kill at a moving target, it is a penalty die.
No, that makes sense.
It's
Okay.
harder to hit him. If you're just trying to shoot him, it's a
Alright.
regular shot. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he is a moving target running and zigzag.
Aiming
Like,
at range, yeah.
And
I'll
at
fine.
range.
I'll just shoot him. But
That's what I thought was going.
okay. All right.
So just roll.
I'll just shoot.
99.
Oh!
99?
Bro.
At least you didn't know.
Bro, change your dice. Oh, God.
Marion and Amos, I need you both to make luck rolls.
Oh, my God. Okay, 14 out of 45.
36 out of 50.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Marion for this. You hear the shot just as you feel it fly by. You're not sure which side it flew by, but it flew by.
Oh,
I'm not saying that you would have shot her. I'm just saying which one did it come close to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's
I
fair.
get it.
That's
I
that's
totally
what I'm
understand.
doing. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
This is why I need my leg to die.
Yeah, this is bad luck. Yeah. He's still running, but we have Amos.
How far away from me is he in yards?
He's probably only 20. He's probably not even yards. He's probably only like 50 feet away from you, 60 feet away from
Okay.
you.
I'm in a blind rage.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the whole like walking towards him as I'm just letting loose bullets at him in his direction. Now, Marion's on the ground, correct?
Yes,
She's lying down.
I tried to tackle
prone?
and I missed. I'm on the ground.
Okay. I'm going to hold. I'm basically going to use my movements to walk past her and then just unload as many bullets as I can towards this guy.
Okay. I just need 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, so something to remember now: when you shoot multiple shots, you can shoot up to 3 times.
Yes.
But they all have a penalty die.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Now he's like I said, Amos is in a blind rage at the
So
moment.
first shot with a
So
penalty die.
yeah. First shot with penalty die is an 81 out of 77, so that's a
So
miss.
that's a miss.
Second one is a 72 out of 77, so it's a hit. And the third shot is a 61 out of 77, so also a hit.
So 2 hits. So let's
Okay.
roll for damage.
That's a d10 plus 2 twice. So that's 10 and 9, 19 damage.
Yeah. So
as I step past-
you shoot him twice like that,
Yeah.
and he just falls to his knees and falls over as the rain is pouring down.
Cool. If you allow me, for thematics, I would like to go up to him and then pull him over and then just start punching the crap out of his face.
Okay, so Marion, you see this as Amos moves forward with intention. I'm gonna let him get to the point where he turns him over, and you're coming toward Amos.
Yep.
So you're right there, and you notice him punch him once. You can almost tell the guy's dead.
Yeah.
Like he's already dead. But what would you like to do?
So he's started.
You motherfucker! Fucking
Amos! Amos! I grab his arm. Amos, you got him! You got him!
Okay, so when she pulls me up, not as if I'm going to shoot anybody, but I'm still holding my gun. I'm going to swing around, completely ignore her, and start walking towards where I think the Studebaker is with my gun.
Where you
yeah,
originally saw the
yeah.
Studebaker. Yeah, you do actually see the Studebaker still there.
All right, I will ignore all of my friends whenever they call me, and I'm going to go towards the Studebaker in like my stunned state, gun out.
I'm going to run in front of him, my hands up to like stop him. It's like, we have to go.
Yeah. So Althea, Skeet pulls up. Oh yeah, he's got him, miss. And then he just sort of swings to the side. And then Simon hops out. And was like, Emos. He just calls out to you. He's around 20 feet away from you.
Is there like some kind of magical thing where I have to like roll?
No. He just calls out your name. Simon does.
I'm like hella enraged. I'm going towards the Studebaker, gun out, unless something stops me or I see no one in the car. But I'm going towards the Studebaker, not stealthily, just going right up to it, assuming that Heinrich is inside. I have no reason to believe he's not.
When Amos doesn't respond or acknowledge anyone talking to him, I slap him across the face.
Okay, so I'm not going to call for a roll for that. You just reach over and slap him. And then
and I'm just going to keep saying, Amos, snap out of it. We have to go. We have to get out of here.
At this point, it just seems like, and to the rest of you, other than Marion and Amos, it looks like Simon is moving really fast. Like it's almost a blur. And he's right next to Amos, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he sort of spins you around. Now, he doesn't look angry. He spins you around, he's like, I need you to focus. He's just looking at you. And it does seem calming.
Aww.
But he's like, I need you to focus, because we need to find out who did this ritual.
What ritual? The fuckers killed Bill.
Yes. But he sort of like waves his arm around the streets where people are killing each other.
It's the first time I'm really acknowledging it.
Yeah, people are like losing it. You can see smoke and flames around the city. So I need you to focus. And as he says it, it's calming, and I need you to make a willpower or a power roll.
Makes sense.
As I'm assuming everyone else is getting out and sort of coming.
67 out of 80.
Althea, still being in the vehicle with Skeet, now that Simon's gone now, realizing, kind of looking around as things are starting to calm down a little, that we just killed 3 people in the street. So, robed weirdos aside, I'm gonna say, Skeet, do you think it might be a good idea if we put them in the trunk? Oh.
And Skeet sort of looks at you and it's just like, no? There's a lot of stuff on the go. I don't think I think we just skedoodle.
Skedoodle?
All right, well, okay. In that case, while we're waiting for the others, and I'm going to get out of the car. People are killing each other, so I'm going to take the sawed-off shotgun.
What the fuck?
And I'm going to go to one of the least mangled bodies.
You mean out of the 3?
Out of the 3.
That would be the one who is shot in the back.
And I want to see if there's anything identifying about him.
Okay, so you start trying to search that body.
Yes.
Agatha, is there anything you would like? Are you going to get out of the vehicle? Or?
I'm actually going to stay with the vehicle because I don't want anybody stealing it if they're in a blind rage. And I'm actually going to go around to the driver's side. I'm actually going to be the one driving. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So you hop into the driver's seat. So Simon's looking at you and he seems to calm you down and manage your power in this conversation.
Right. So I'll respond to him calmly and I'll kind of just point towards the car and I'll say, it's the one that shot up the center.
So the issue is you think you're pointing there, but you notice that you're pointing down the street. And Simon's like, good, so that's where we need to go. And Simon starts walking in that direction.
I don't see the car anymore?
No, I mean, the car is there, and you thought you pointed at the car, but you didn't point at the car. You pointed further down the street. And he says, oh, cool, like, so that's where we have to go. And he starts walking in that direction.
I will, very confused but acknowledgingly, look at my 3 compatriots, not knowing what bullcrap you guys have gone through, and kind of just follow suit after Simon, since it looks like he's going to pass the Studebaker, which I want to see anyway.
I kind of look back and wave towards Agatha in the car, and then follow Simon.
Do we pass the Studebaker at any point?
Yes. You're walking by the Studebaker.
I'm going to take a stern look through the windows inside. Do I see anything inside
It's
there?
tinted. It's very hard to see. Did you want to stop and peer?
I kind of make I'll verbalize to Simon, but like, just give me 1 fucking second, and I'm going to go up and I'm going to smash in the passenger side window to the Studebaker.
Okay, so as we get to that, Agatha.
Are they just walking down the road, or are they?
Yeah, it's away from you, but they seem to be just walking down the road.
Am I able to carefully in the vehicle maneuver my way behind them?
Yeah, it will be a drive auto check to make sure you don't. Yeah, to make sure you don't get hung up on something.
Damn it, 97.
Oh my
God!
You need a different percentile die.
I did do a different one.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
P.S. Do I have a check where I can fire handguns?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just all of the dice. That's fair. I get it. Just see my tray. There's more dice than tray.
Yeah. So yeah, you seem to be caught up a little. So like you get sort of stuck on some debris.
Then I'll abandon the vehicle, make sure it's locked, and then I'll head up towards where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm bringing my Lee Enfield, because at this point I don't think anybody gives a fuck.
So Skeet sort of hops out of the vehicle and runs over to Althea, who was checking the cultist body, who was just getting the cultist body, and says, "Yeah, ma'am, seems that since both vehicles are here, I'm going to park this one down the road, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to get the other one, and I'm going to get it through. Not going to leave any Packards behind. That's just crazy.
Leave no Packard behind. Hashtag. I don't know. Is this how kids
Hashtag the Packard lives. All right.
And at this point, you do notice that Simon, Marion, and Emos, and Agatha, I'm assuming you're hopping out and going to be heading toward them as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be heading out.
They all seem to be heading in the same direction that's down the road.
All right. I'll stop searching the body with whatever information I got out of that. Keeping the sawed-off shotgun. But I'm also very quickly going to go to the car that Skeet drove us in here. And I want to pop the trunk and see if I have a medical bag in it.
Medical or forensics? There's one of each there. Who I don't.
Medical.
Care. Actually, I'm going to change something now. That because you're so used to carrying around 2 bags, I'm going to say you have a bag where you've hand-picked stuff so it can be used for both.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a little bit heavier, but
Okay.
it's packed up. So you have your medical examiner bag.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that bag, and then I'll close the trunk, pat Skeet on the shoulder, and say, "You better show up again because we have conversations that need to be had." And then
I was talking.
And then I'll run after the others.
Okay. As you all start walking down the road, the little green bag starts to play in the background.
Do I check the Studebaker?
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So Amos, you smash out the.
Yeah, I want to smash up both
window
passenger
and-
windows.
Yeah. So the front seat and the back seat. You just smash. Yeah. This doesn't seem to be anything in it
Cool.
in the windows.
If you'll permit me, real quick, while I'm trying to keep everybody in sight, I want to check the glove box and the trunk.
Okay. So power check.
Huh?
Power check.
Powered? Oh!
Willpower.
Okay. 24 out of 80.
Yeah, so you have this urge to specifically keep walking down the road. You seem to be zoned in on something, but you override it and start checking the glove box and stuff like that. So you open up the door and you check out the glove box. Seems to have some papers in it, like registration
Kind of.
and stuff like that.
I'm not really going to be inspecting anything. If it seems like it's like a piece of documentation that's important to the case, I'll just kind of stuff it in a pocket.
Okay, so you grab
haphazardly.
some of the papers and you stuff it in your pocket.
I'm trying to see if there's...
As I pass him, I'm just gonna like sort of like tap Amos on the shoulder or kind of like pull on his coat, like Amos, we need to go. We need to follow Simon, and then just keep walking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll kind of nod, but real quick, just check the trunk. Anything of use?
So you're going to go to the trunk? You need to make a hard power check. Because something is happening now where that pull you have to go somewhere specific is dissipating. You're fighting the urge to follow it, so you're losing it. So you do need to make the roll, though, because that was the action you wanted.
Right. Okay. Cool. That's a 92. No.
So, yeah, you're sort of drawn to...
No, I'll close the door.
Because you realize you're losing whatever connection. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Where it's bringing you to.
I'll get out, close the door, look at the trunk, and then go continue down the road with everybody else.
So you're all walking down the road. Heavens, the murder road. There's a lot of people. I mean, you're only walking for a couple of minutes, it seems. And there's a lot of people like fighting in the streets. Everyone's just sort of, and some people are just screaming and like acting very erratically. This isn't like a riot or anything. It's just people more acting erratically. It's nowhere near, any, you know what I mean? It's just erratic behavior. Like some people are just shaking, some people seem to be convulsing, some people, there's something affecting them.
I'm holding up my satchel to kind of keep the rain off my head, and I go up to Simon and I say, "Why isn't it affecting us?"
Oh. Not entirely sure. I mean, I have no idea what's causing this, but it doesn't seem to be a effect. I mean, there's certain reasons by certain people, couldn't be corrupted by this because, they already have their own corruption. It's not really corruption, but, it wouldn't affect Emos for sure. And he's doing this as he's walking, but it wouldn't affect Emos for sure because, we're soul brothers. He's a sin eater for God's sakes. God's sakes, huh? Isn't that funny? No, he's a sin eater. He's a sin eater.
Do the sign of the cross.
And of course,
I'm as he's explaining this, I'm reloading the gun, just looking up, yeah, sure, soul eater.
Yeah, sin eater, and and he's like, and Althea, of course, is. It'd be hard to get through that yellow haze, I guarantee you. And when it comes to you, you've been protected since you started working with us. And he just says that very nonchalant, but you've been protected since you started working with us. And
I kind of do a double take.
And Agatha, and he sort of looks at you for a second, like he's never really looked at you before. And he sort of looks at you and is like, "Yeah, you're fine." And he turns.
What does it mean?
And he just walks with purpose.
What? That's amazing.
I don't know what it means.
Yeah. As you're walking along. So is there anything... Now, anyone can say anything to him. Agatha, actually, at this moment, is there anything... After he says it like that, is there anything you would like to say? He's still walking, but you're still walking with him.
I honestly have no idea what to say in this moment.
Well, I'm not going to say anything to anybody. I'm kind of generally, I'll say something like, if I get my hands on that Heinrich, I'm going to fuck him right up.
Oh, he's already fucked up.
What happened to Heinrich? We know what happened to Heinrich. What did Heinrich do to you?
I'm sorry. Heinrich's already fucked up?
Well, okay, so when you called the library,
yeah,
he was kind of there, and he took us hostage. And there was a bit of a kerfuffle, in the sense there was a grenade, and we got out, and he didn't.
Agatha confronted him.
Simon giggles. He's like, "Oh, man, Heinrich." He just keeps walking. Man. Unlucky.
For as furious as Amos has been the past 20 minutes, he kind of just, I feel mildly better.
I kind of jog after Simon. What do you mean protected? And you were expecting something like that to happen to Heinrich?
Eventually, he was pretty good at like blowing himself up, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how to put it, but protected wise, I mean, of course you're protected. You work with us, plus especially putting you in field duty. I mean, come on.
That does make sense.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I mean, you're the moral center of what we are. And just as he says it, Amos, as you're looking down the street, you're like, oh, you have this feeling like, oh, we're here. But it seems like you're in the middle of the street. Then you look down to the side, and you see the sewer entrance. You know, like in the movie It, the entrance that you could squeeze into to get down. And in your mind, you're like, yeah, that's where we gotta go.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Call. Our next episode will air Tuesday, September 8th. Again, if you want to throw a tip our way for the show, please consider hitting that Ko-fi button on the Twisted Gear Studios website. The game system used today was the Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition by Chaos Team. Music, sound effects, and ambient tracks licensed through Triune Films, Video Copilot, and Artlist. You can find all Twisted Gear Studios' podcasts on YouTube, Google Play, Apple Music, and Spotify. Please follow and like the Twisted Gear Studios Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Janessa Coles, Lindsay Delansky, Zach Barrett, and Elizabeth Wells. Your audio operator tonight was Rob Hickey, and your GM or keeper this evening was Derek Snow. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.